What is going on, family? I know there's a lot of car noise behind me, but that's why we're going to look at this way. I just want to say to you guys real quick that no matter what it is that you're working towards, or no matter what it is that you're hoping for, you have to hold faith. Because without faith, you're just wishing. You have to believe that something is coming to you. You have to believe that something is already yours. Because without that, you're really just praying with no real intention. Wish these people weren't yelling. But what's up, man? And always be kind to others. I just want to take a minute to let me get more in depth about what I'm talking about. But when it comes down to really manifesting what you want, I believe that it's important for you to have a sense of entitlement to what it is that you're manifesting. Like, you just got to have it within your core that what I'm saying is going to happen is going to happen. And it's going to happen because it's already yours. And it's going to happen because you said so, right? So, like, take this for example. When I was younger, playing football, I told you guys that I wasn't able to run a lap, right? And I told myself over and over and over again, bugs. I told myself over and over and over again, Jameson, you can't run a lap. And no matter how many times I tried to run that lap, in my heart, I believed that I couldn't run that lap. So I never did. But fast forward to now, when I ride my bike to the gym, like I just got done doing now, right? Or when I go on a run and say I'm gonna run a mile, I'm able to do it. And the only reason I'm able to do it is because I believe in myself and I believe that I'm capable of that, right? So translate that to other things in your life. At the beginning of this year, I told many of my friends that I would be around exotic cars and be driving exotic cars and, working with them. And at this stage of my life right now, me and Justin, we go and film exotic cars every month. Get to drive them, and it's fun. It's all fun, and it's a good time. But I manifested that for myself, no matter how it came about. And now the way that I look at it is that, it's, I don't want to say that it's owed to me, because it's not, and it could always be taken away just as fast as it was given to you. But if you believe in something in your heart, don't ever doubt it. There is no room for doubt with 100% belief. Looking forward to the future, there's a lot of things that I have faith in that other people may think are crazy, but coming into this year, I decided that I was really going to take social media serious the way that I wanted to. And I was really going to put into it what I knew that I could put into it. And I am overwhelmed with joy and sometimes stress, but overwhelmed with joy and gratitude, because my entire life is filled with content. The things that I do, everywhere I go, the activities that I partake in is content. Whether I'm cutting hair, or I'm videoing, or I am painting something, or right now, I just stopped at an old spot that me and my dad used to come to fish. And, this is content. And what it really ends up being at the end of the day is a journal. For those of you who don't like to write, or feel like you're not good at keeping track of your thoughts and stuff like that, start making content. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is. This is a video journal of what I do with my time and how I choose to spend it. And at the same time, I hope to use it to inspire other people that stop telling yourself that you can't do some shit. Because If I would have listened to every single person that told me, oh, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or you're never going to be able to, shut the fuck up. Because I do it. And I do it because I want to do it. Not because I had access to money, not because I had some kind of super fucking ability, not because I'm some kind of overly special human being, even though we're all fucking special in our own way. I do it because I put the effort in. And I do it because I want to. You know? And I feel like too many people let their self-doubts or doubts that were put onto them by family or doubts that was put onto them by people who really aren't doing shit with their fucking life. They let that shit get in their ear, you know? And they let it discourage them from doing shit. Like I just did something that was highly discouraged against by my family when I was younger. And out of no malice, just out of concern for my safety. But, you know, I'm an adult now and I do the things that I want to do and I take the consequences that come with them. But me and my friends went whitewater rafting and there was a place to cliff jump in. Was I nervous? Hell yeah. I have a fear of heights. I've always been afraid of heights. But I said, fuck it. And I jumped off that fucking cliff. 6'4", 300 pounds. And I jumped off a fucking cliff. Now it was like 10 feet. It wasn't no 30-foot cliff. But that was a lot for me. And if I would have listened to what the average person probably would have said, if I would have listened to the fears of my family, I wouldn't have had that experience. And I wouldn't have been a little bit closer to being my best self. There is no reward without risk. You don't get thrill without risk. There is no thrill in doing safe things. You know, driving a little fast. Not the safest thing in the world. Feels really fucking good. Jumping off a cliff into water. There could be a rock under there. There could be fucking some kind of scrap metal under there. Not the safest thing in the world. Felt fucking great. You know, there's no reward without risk. I know you've heard people say it before, but there's a lot of different ways that you can see things that, you know, make that really stand out in your head. And then bring that into your physical aspect of like your health. You know, people, oh, I'm not going to go do this activity because I could roll my ankle, or I'm not going to run because my knee hurts. What if I hurt it more? Like, being conscious of an injury is one thing, but using something as a crutch and an excuse is another. It's out of fear. Next time you tell yourself that you can't do something, ask yourself why. Ask yourself, what is the reason why I can't do this? It's probably because you're scared. And fear comes from the unknown. You don't know what you haven't done before. There's a lot of people who will basically starve themselves of life because they're afraid to do something outside of their normal routine. Why? Who taught you that? Figure out who's the person that made you believe that you can't do certain things. Figure out who in your life talked down on an activity that made you not want to do it anymore, right? One of the most freeing things in the world is thinking for yourself. Not allowing other people to dictate what you're going to do with your time or what you're going to be and what you're not going to be. I'm personally a person who believes that they can do anything. Anything. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. This year I wanted to travel more. I've done more shit in these 6 months than I feel like I've actually done in my entire life. Climbed a fucking mountain in the snow, unprepared. Went whitewater rafting. Driven every car I said was my dream car. Flew to Wyoming a couple times. If you have faith in yourself, you have faith in what you want, it'll happen. But I just listened to a podcast, and I frequent listening to Alan Watts. If you guys don't know who Alan Watts is, tap in, go listen, because there's a lot of great knowledge and insight. I'm gonna get away from the road. It's the main road right here. We're in Jersey. I wish that we were out in the middle of a true forest with no hustle and bustle, but this is my closest touch to nature near home. In my personal opinion, life isn't as good when you don't take the time to see things like this. There's so much beauty in the world around you. If you stay stuck in a screen, or if you stay focused on what's bad in your life, you miss out on everything that's good. We as humans, we make a lot of great things, a lot of really useful things, but at the same time, the more things we make, the less we appreciate the things that were already here. So I believe that having faith in yourself comes from being with yourself. And even if it's for a small amount of time per day, like I take the time to do this, stop on my bike ride and see nature for a little while. I would highly suggest that you go and you be in some sense of nature, whether it's going to the beach and staying far away from people if you can, or going out in the woods and being by yourself and closing your eyes and listening to the sounds that are around you and really be where you are. That stuff is something that I hold near and dear to my heart, and I believe that it'll help you get a little further along with where you're trying to go. But it all starts with faith. If you guys have watched this far, I just want to say thank you for listening to my raw thoughts of today. And I really want to start trying to do better at recording long form content for you guys, because I love doing the get ready with me's and I love doing the little educational videos, but giving you guys more of an uncut one-on-one connection with me and my thoughts. And the best thing I can say for you is don't let anybody, and more importantly, don't let yourself limit yourself from experiencing the things that you are meant to experience because you're afraid. Don't be afraid of what might happen to you. Be conscious. And don't be afraid of what other people will think about you, because at the end of the day, they're probably afraid that you're going to surpass where they are, and they just don't want that to happen. I love every single one of y'all. Thank you guys for supporting. If you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you go hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell. I'm working on getting more of a set posting schedule, so you guys don't want to miss out whenever I post, so make sure you get notified every time I do. Till the next time, keep following your vision. Be safe. Peace out.